Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of
15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was no gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential gym rat. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, when he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning, he always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Second down and 10.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
In a fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So second and 4 from the 22.
It's a pickup of 6.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the...
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
41-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for Sanders last week: 14 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their...
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz on target to Reagor. 1st down Eagles. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would into the game.
There actually is something to the game at times, isn't there? Running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board. Exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3 yards to go.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Tannehill throwing again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That is caught by Cohen. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Tannehill. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Ryan Tannehill sacked. A fumble on the play.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Going to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now at 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, that is incomplete.
Not too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
It's a first down and a gain of 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down
at this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
It is good.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
Here's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Tannehill on first down. Open man is QT, complete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. 4 yards, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to hit the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.